Number 1. Finding diamonds is hard and no one wants to spend hours strip mining only for a couple of diamonds. But don't fear, because you can find diamonds super easily. All you need is a river and some clay. This is probably the coolest trick ever. If you find a clay patch in a river, congrats, cause you just found diamonds. Simply locate the center of the patch, go 2 blocks positive in the Z direction, and just mine down. 8 out of 10 times, you will find a diamond vein. It's easy as that. Number 2. If you've ever built a farm in Minecraft, you've probably built it something like with water in the center. But if you've ever wondered if you can spruce up your farm design a little, well, you can. You see, crops can hydrate through anything, it doesn't have to be farmland. Your plants will grow just as well if separated by stone, coral, or even air. Yeah, crops can hydrate through straight up air. Pretty cool and useful if you ask me. Number 3. On the topic of mining, let's look at another cheap trick. You may or may not know that if you set up a piston above a composter and push yourself in, you can locate the nearby caves. But that's not the end of it. You can actually do the same thing with gravel, which is much easier to find than the iron and redstone required for a piston. If you want a better use than just finding caves, you can locate the portal room of a stronghold this way, which will definitely save you a lot of time. Number 4. Creepers suck, don't they? There's nothing worse than a long day of mining only for a creeper to suddenly erupt and make you lose all the stuff you've been carrying around. But these things can be super easy to kill if you know how. Because explosion damage is calculated from distance to your feet, if you place a block in front of you as a creeper explodes, you can minimize the damage taken. I mean, these things barely pose a threat anymore. Number 5. On the topic of explosions, the Desert Temple Trap. This thing can be a pain, especially if you just finished looting the temple and happen to trip over the pressure plate on accident. But there's no need to worry. If you're fast enough, all you need is a bucket of water. Just break the block where the pressure plate is, place water in the gap, and you'll take almost 0 damage from the remaining TNT. Number 6. Something important to note whenever you're playing Minecraft is to use the right tool for the job. If you aren't aware, pickaxes are used to mine stone, axes for wood, and swords for killing. Okay, so what? Well, something you might not know and want to keep in mind is using the wrong tool actually makes it lose twice as much durability. For example, if I kill this pig with a pickaxe, that pickaxe will lose 2 durability instead of the usual 1. So even though it is easier not to switch to a shovel when you're mining, sometimes it's for the best. Number 7. If you're building something simple and creative and you want to make it taller, it definitely is a pain to have to repeat the same thing over and over. But if you want to speed that process up, here's how. Simply go to the corners of the build and place a block there and how high you want to go. Next, fill the 2 coordinates with carpet. You can see all the holes of the design that don't fill in and break off. Next, run the same command but replace carpet with the block you want to /fill. Then add the suffix replace carpet. Now run that command and boom, an upscaled version of your original structure, easy as that. Number 8. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest facts in all of Minecraft. If you're ever in need of some honey, and I mean a lot of honey in a rush, this trick could save you a lot of time. Because there isn't an actual day-night cycle in the end and nether, bees don't actually rest when working. So the next time you're making a honey farm, build it in the end to cut some delays. It will save you a lot of time in the long run and make you seem like a genius to your friends. Trust me. Number 9. Now we all know that boats go insanely fast on ice. It's a really good way to travel, but what if I told you they aren't the only ones and go up hills perfectly fine? So if you're looking for a more reliable method of transportation and you want to make your pig feel like the king of the world, try out a pig on an ice railway. It's super duper fast and you can use it on any terrain whatsoever. Number 10. Here's another command hack that will definitely help you out in the long run. Let's say for example you're building an island of some sort and you want to cover the surface in grass or dirt or podzol. Sure, you can go by hand and layer it all in, but that's gonna take ages. Instead, go to the corners of the build and fill the area above with sand. Next, clear the sand below the build by replacing it with air. Finally, with the coordinates of the corners of the build selected, use the /fill command with your block of choice and the parameter replace sand. Just like that, you'll have a nice layered island fit for use, and in a fraction of the time as well.